What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another engine swap tuning video for a fantastic World Touring Car 700 domination machine. This is the Nissan Fairlady Z34 2008 model. Pretty boring, but when you throw in a GT500 engine you can make this car. Now this, with the wide body kit and the GT500 engine tuned to around 700 pp, makes a perfect Group 4 kind of car. And this is really fun to drive. Is it the fastest? Maybe not. Is it going to get you the most credits per hour in Gran Turismo 7? Perhaps not as well, but will you have fun driving it? Absolutely yes. Now I've got to give a huge shout out to Steve Clements in the chat, channel subscriber. Thank you very much for the heads up on this one. You pointed this one out, I gave it a try and it's impressive. So we're going to take it to Le Mans now, so we can use this car to grind for credits in Gran Turismo 7. I'll give you a full breakdown of the exact tune and setup at the end of this video, but from the main menu, once you've passed Cafe Menu Book 39, you'll have the Le Mans World Touring Car 700 going over to World Circuits into Europe, 24-hour Le Mans track, and it's this one here, the World Touring Car 700 at Le Mans. Many of you will be familiar with this already, and it is a 700 pp race. Our car is tuned to this. I'll give you the breakdown at the end of the video, and the strategy for this one is to go straight away to fuel mixture 6. We're going to run that for most of the race. This engine swap in this car is incredibly efficient. We'll be getting 5 or more laps of fuel. And the setup on this car is a little bit understeered by design to allow us to get a lot of power in the vehicle. And we're going to really drop the power as we get to the Mulsanne straight for the first time. Now, as with all of my tunes and builds guys, they're not tuned to perfection, they are tuned to enjoy racing. Because quite frankly you can win this Le Mans World Touring Car 700 in many cars in many different ways, but the enjoyment and keeping things fresh, keeping things exciting and enjoyable is the most important thing for me anyway. In this car we're going to be going over 300 kilometers an hour down the Mulsanne straight. We will need to get the brakes pretty early in this car, around the 200 board if not before. It takes a lot to get this car stopped, but we get it stopped nicely. Second gear through the chicanes. The car's geared quite tall to get that good fuel efficiency. Strategy wise, we're just going to keep an eye on the weather radar really. The weather will determine when we pit, probably more than the fuel tank. Braking at the second board into here, all the way down to second gear for the middle part. Getting on the gas on corner exit, bit of slipstream from the guys ahead, but we'll soon have more than enough power to just blow these guys away. Now the braking into Mulsanne's corner is just on the arrow, as you can see head down. We're looking to the last arrow just here, all the way down to second gear on the brakes. Now the cars in the other race can brake a bit later than you can, but that's not so much of a problem when we've got so much power on tap. Braking before the kink is a good idea, down a couple of gears just to make sure you get the car turned in, and then brake again once you're fully straight. Second gear for Indianapolis, a little bit of swaz on corner exit. If you really need to, use some TC, that'll help you keep the car under control, but if not, just keep it playful, keep it fun, and just be careful on corner exits in second gear. Through the Porsche curves you're going to want to back off quite a bit, down 2 gears to go through this section. In fact, maybe you can carry 4th gear through here. Got a little bit of high speed understeer. I'll talk you through the full setup at the end of the race. into the final chicane. We're braking at the entrance to the pit lane in between the two track markings. Third gear through the first part, second gear through this second part, and then onto the main straight. Rounding out the first lap, just over 4-minute lap time, but we will only pit once. In fact, there's a potential with some maybe super short shifting and a dry race, a no stop strategy, but that's not something we're going to go for in this one. That's more just for fun. For this one stop strategy is the plan, and most often with Le Mans it'll rain. So we're in the middle of lap number 3, and it looks like the weather's starting to come in, but I'm not seeing any significantly heavy rain within that blue that's coming in. So until I see rain on the track, I don't think I'm going to pit. And we really don't need to, because we've still got 3.6 laps of fuel remaining. So there's a chance, guys, that a no-stop strategy could be a thing. In fact, you know what? I'm going to change this a little bit. I'm going to short shift. I'm going to see if I can save as much fuel as possible and keep an eye on the radar. I'm going to coast as well. So the rain's coming down, but I don't think there's going to be enough. So I'm going to shift halfway on the rev bar. This is a great way to save fuel in Gran Turismo 7. So the rain's coming down, but there's nothing on the moisture meter for the track. Having said that, it's raining now. I think we're committed to this one, guys. We've missed pit entry. 3.4 laps of fuel. I think we can do this, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Yeah, I think we're clear on weather now, guys. So we are probably going to be good to the end of the race. Let's just make it happen on fuel. So 10 minutes to go, 1/3 of the race remaining, and we're just a little bit off target. So we've got 31% of fuel. We should really have 33 or 34%, but I think with a bit of aggressive short shifting and coasting to the line, I think we'll be good. And it's got very dark. I feel like there's rain in the air. So that was a pretty slow lap doing the extreme short shifting. 9 seconds off of my best. Check the weather radar. No weather in the air, so I think it's down to what we can do for fuel. Coming to the end of lap number 7 now, and we're going to get to the line quite a long way ahead of schedule. 1 minute 57 in front of me queuing, and 1 minute to wait essentially. So the pit stops here, maybe they're 40 seconds, maybe they're 50 seconds, so we have still got plenty of time to pit. We are going to complete this race with a no-stop strategy, which is, it's fun to do. It gives you a bit of a driving exercise, helps you practice the short shifting for fuel saving. So yeah, feel free to go and use that. But right now, the way it's worked out is that we've got fuel to spare, time to spare, and a fun car to drive, guys. So let's just wait for the... Still 25 seconds still to go. So is this car the best car for Le Mans? It's certainly one of the fastest. You cannot really get any faster than we're about to do for this race. Should I risk how close I can get it to? Oh, what a fail. And the funniest thing, I've not got enough fuel to make it round. So this is why we don't try and push things like I just did then, because everybody's finished now. Second place is finished. I cannot lose this race, but I've still got to go round the track with 0.1 laps of fuel remaining to finish this race and get the win. This is a perfect lesson. A perfect lesson, guys. And we're out of fuel. Halfway, not even halfway around the track.
5 hours later.
So there we go, guys. The agony is over. Never ever do the 8th lap of the race. It's just not needed. What a massive failure from me. Not only did I do the 8th lap of the race, I did it with no fuel, but we're still going to get the win. Honestly, the car can do it in the bang on 30 minutes, as I've shown before. My mistake, not the car, but it should have been 30 minutes exactly. Best lap of 4 minutes 4, and my recommendation would be with a one-stop strategy, and you certainly probably will have to do that with regard to weather. Clean race bonus, 825,000 credits as per normal. Now I'm going to run you through the tune and everything you need to do to make this fantastic Group 4 kind of car. So it's the Nissan Fairlady Z34, and we're going to go over to GT Auto, down to maintenance and service, and what we're going to do, we're going to add the wide body kit. That is optional, you don't need to do that, and then we're going to do the engine swap for 600,000 credits. That's going to put the GT500 engine, I think it's the GTR engine, GT500 Super GT car, which gives it incredible fuel efficiency. After you've done that, head over to car customization. It doesn't really matter what wheels you choose, but I choose the Rays, which ones are they? My favourite ones, the Volk Racing TE37 XTs. I use wide offset, wide rim width, and then the standard tyre and rim diameter. Then custom parts, going to add the front splitter, the side skirts type B, rear diffuser type B, custom wing set, and it's the medium wing set. A lot of this stuff I don't think really matters, as long as you've got any kind of custom wing on it. It's down to personal preference, and the plate doesn't matter either. So we're good to go there. And then other racing items don't make any significant difference to the performance, just cosmetically, to get the look that you want. And then now for the car settings. So it's going to be the racing hard tyres, front and rear. Make sure you purchase intermediate tyres at least, or maybe even the wet tyres as well, because during Le Mans 700 it can rain, so you will need those tyres. Downforce is set to minimum on the front, maximum on the rear. That's a bit of a PP fudge because it allows you to have more power back in the car. The fully customizable suspension, 90 front ride height, 95 rear, 4 front anti-roll bar, 7 rear anti-roll bar, maximum damping compression front and rear, maximum damping expansion front and rear, natural frequency up to 2.6 front, 3.25 rear, down to 2 degrees of camber front and rear. I didn't change the toe-in, fully customizable LSD with 5 on the braking sensitivity side. I think the other settings are just default. Fully customizable racing transmission set at 340. I haven't done any manual adjustments, but here are the numbers on screen now. Power restrictor, put that down to 81, no ballast or ballast positioning. Fully customizable ECU set at 100. High RPM turbocharger. Racing drill disc brakes. Racing brake pads. Brake balance controller, but it's set to 0, so you can tune that during the race if you want to. And that is it for, clutch and flywheel, that is set to racing, and that is it. That's going to bring you to about 700 pp. If you do find the car understeers a lot, then I would just put the front downforce all the way up to maximum, and then I would reduce the power restrictor to get you back under that 700 pp limit. So both these two tunes that I've got on screen right now for you will be fantastic for grinding the World Touring Car 700 at Le Mans. Nearly always you will be way ahead of schedule, and you just wait at the finish line to finish as close as you can to 30 minutes, unlike what I did just then. If you have enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to check out links in the description below for everything you need to know about getting faster in Gran Turismo, discount codes for all of the equipment I use, GT Omega. You can get a 5% discount code at CD5 at GT Omega website. Also, check out videos on screen right now which will help you get faster or earn more credits in Gran Turismo 7. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.